Shelby and welcome to my channel Pages to Turn. Today I will be reviewing And I Darken by Kiersten White. Now first things first, let's talk about the cover art. I like how simplistic this cover art is. I'll put it close to the camera so you can see it. I like this cover art a lot because it's simple, it's not overdone, but it leaves enough for imagination, and I love the intrigue of it, just the simple flower petals falling behind it, as well as the dagger going through it, and just the title And I Darken, the way it's placed, and just the name as it is, made me really intrigued. I originally saw this on Goodreads. It was a suggestion for other books I'd read, and I decided to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. So let's talk about the summary of the book. Basically, the summary is it's set in the Ottoman Empire with Vlad the Impaler. Now Vlad, he has a couple of children. One is named Vladislav, which is a feminine form of Vlad, and a son named Radu, as well as a couple other kids, but they're not important to the story. And so Vlad is mentioned a lot in this book, but really it is Lada, Ladislav, she prefers Lada, that is the star of this book, that and her brother Radu. And so Lada must try to figure out her place in the world, being that she is a female, and she detests that a lot because she wants to be able to do all these things that her male counterparts are doing, and she is able to do many of them. She's able to be instructed and stuff like that, like her brother is, but she still feels restricted by that. And so it's just amazing to see this whole power play of thrones, and as well as see the relationship grow between her brother and her as well. There's another character in this book, and I'm going to totally butcher how you pronounce his name because I realized halfway through the book I was pronouncing it wrong. So this is how I said it in my head the entire book. So yeah, I say Mahid. I don't think that's right at all. So if you know, please say, because I have no idea. But anyways, he is another character. He is the Sultan's son of the Ottoman Empire, and so it's just interesting as well to see the relationship between Lada, him, and Radu. And I thought this book, when I finished it, I literally had no words. It was that amazing. It was gorgeous. It's really dark, super dark. It crosses the line a couple times from young adult to adult fiction, but it was well worth the read. It was amazing. And it was one of those books that you just close it and you just feel so satisfied because that's how stunning it was. Just Kiersten White's writing style is absolutely gorgeous. She can do amazing things with words, and she's not afraid to show off. This, again with this book, there were a couple times where I almost put it down, but it just draws you in. You can't put it down. It will not let you. You have to figure out what happens next. And there is so much backstory in this book, and you know me, I hate when there's so much backstory, but it's done so beautifully and it is so amazingly. This book takes place over a couple of years is the time frame here, not a couple of days, but years, and it just flows perfectly, and you don't feel like you're missing any information. You don't feel like there's anything that's left out. It just is so wonderfully written that the story makes you want to come back for more. And so that's why I'm so sad that the second book doesn't even have a title yet. The ending is such a cliffhanger. I loved it. I love how it's set up. It leaves a lot of questions behind. Not for wrapping up the storyline, but a lot of questions of what happens next, what is going to happen to these characters, how is everything going to work out. And also in my Goodreads review of this book, I talked about how this book is silk and power games of thrones and swords and knives, and it's just amazing. If you love Game of Thrones, you'll like this book. I haven't watched Games of Thrones, but I have a lot of friends that have read this, that said it's really good and comparable to that, but totally different in the same way, if that makes sense. That's how one friend explained it. And also with this book, it's amazing to see this genre. I'm not really a big fan of war books, but this one I could read 4 more just like it. That's how much I loved it. So I highly recommend this book for any who are wanting a good read, something that will captivate you and entertain you for a couple of hours. And if you'd like to tell me how you liked this book, if you'd read it, just comment down below, and also subscribe to my channel for more awesome book reviews. Have a great day and happy reading. Bye!